he flexes in front of everyone, especially when the girls are there. You find this guy is like showing his back. And then he's shirtless. And then he's shirtless, and then he's just
It's a phone. If he gets a laptop. My dad, he saw me doing something. I'm just watching some good stuff on YouTube. I'm watching how to build muscle at the age of 9 and 10. Because
how to get abs in 5 minutes.
how to get abs in 5 minutes. So,
Do you think that engineers get lost in the sauce and they just start being
such a good experience.
yeah?
So I was waiting for this question. I was waiting for this question, and I have such a beautiful answer that I'm not supporting engineering or marketing in a different way. So it's called ISIC, and it's a worldwide youth-run organization. This is the last question because there's nothing much, way beyond this to discuss as we have just met for 7 days. As boys and as real, just keep it raw for like just 5 minutes.
Okay, so now we are rolling. Okay.
Oh. You want to hold it or?
I'm gonna hold it here. Okay, so hi guys, welcome back to my channel, to my podcast. So today I have a very special guest. His name is Deepak, like Tupac Shakur, all the way from India, and we're gonna have a very interesting conversation. So Deepak, could you just introduce yourself? Who is Deepak?
So hello guys. First of all, very honored and thank you for taking a podcast with me. Yeah. So it's my first time someone interviewing me because usually I speak to the camera. So yeah. So hello guys. My name is Deepak Sharma, and I am from India. I have so many interests, and I am younger to all of the EPs right now here. So let me talk about my hobbies so that you get to know what to ask, maybe. I like to do gym. I'm studying mechatronics engineering, which is related to cars and bikes and automobiles. I'm 18 years old, and what else? You can just ask. That was my basic introduction.
I'd say for a start, that's good. You've said everything that encapsulates who you are, like who you are, your name, and what you do, your hobbies, and what you study. So I think pretty much someone can gauge who you are from that brief introduction. So for today, I don't have any structured questions really, so it's more of a conversation about the experience, and we're going to talk about a lot of things because we have similar interests, and you are a very defined person from your introduction. Even it's very apparent, and we'll talk about all that: engineering, cameras, traveling. Yeah. So first of all, how's Egypt for you? I know you've been here for I think less than a week.
Yeah, it's 1 week today.
1 week today. Okay. So how's your first week in Egypt been?
So, first day was a bit disappointing related to the accommodation. So we both are in the same accommodation, and the accommodation was very disappointing. But before coming here, one of the EPs from India who has already completed this internship told me about the stuff that's happening here. So I was already prepared. I didn't have much expectations. My expectations were here, so everything was fine. And I'm really lucky to have roommates like Jabez, Abdul Jalil, Erdem, Noah. These are really good roommates. So, and the first week I went exploring alone. So I went exploring alone to the Trino Cafe for Wi-Fi because in Egypt there's no good Wi-Fi. And the data is very expensive. There's no good Wi-Fi, so I go to the Heaven Cafe to upload my YouTube videos. And it takes about 4 hours to upload one YouTube video. So that's what I've been researching on because, as he said, we have similar interests, and my interest is for these 45 days, the top priority is YouTube. So for YouTube, I need internet. I have walked to the cafe, which is 2 kilometers away. I don't use the bus because that's my top priority. Yeah. So that's how the first week has been. Food-wise, I'm eating 1 meal a day because I need to lose all these fat. So I'm just surviving on 1 meal a day because Asian food, even Alex, she loves Asian food. I love Asian food. It's completely different here. So maybe it will I'm adjusted. Maybe I'll start to enjoy those things once another week is completed. Maybe.
Okay. No problem. I think you've said a lot, but I also want you to break down all this because there are people who are watching and they don't know what the word EP means or the abbreviation EP means. They don't know why we are here. You're just saying all these things, and they might.
It's better if we make them
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So first of all, I'd say like in Egypt, I'd say people haven't embraced like Wi-Fi. Like you can go to so many establishments and you won't find Wi-Fi, or if you find Wi-Fi, it will be so bad. Like the connection will be so bad. Yeah, I think they prefer to use just data. So it's something that's very odd to me and for even to Deepak. Yeah, so I'm just like, yeah, so it's very hard navigating Egypt, especially if you are doing stuff that requires you to be online, like working remotely. For him, uploading YouTube videos and stuff, it's really hard. Yeah, but from whatever you said, it's very apparent that you came here with a goal. Like you said, your top priority is YouTube. You came here to because I've been seeing you like you're vlogging all the time. You're showing people around. Like you're editing videos so fast and posting vlogs almost daily. Like I've never seen someone who edits videos so fast, like in real time. Like you can go to a place, film, chop, edit, and then post it before even he leaves. I'm like, hey, how are you doing this? Like he's literally posting everything real time. For me, like I have to stay for a bit, savor the moment, edit slowly, and then post after like a week or two. But this guy, very hard worker, and it's clear that you came here with a goal.
Thank you.
Yeah. So related to that,
I guess we should explain them what I say. It's a bit. I can explain it in short.
just before you get into that, you seem like a very goal-oriented person. Like, is that the way you approach life? Like, what do you want to do with YouTube? What do you want to do with content? Because it's very apparent that you came here with a purpose. Like, what do you want to do? What do you want to achieve when it comes to content?
Okay. So here we can talk about interests. Isaac, we can just tell them later. Yeah. So I was always interested in electronic items. Be it, let's start from the charger. How it is made. What are the things inside? How is it like made? What components are used in this phone? And like being it doesn't matter which engineering field you are in. If you get into engineering, maybe all these interests keep you up to take engineering, maybe in future. So what these electronic items are made up of. I was always interested in these, and the big role to keep me interested in these things is played by my dad. My dad gave me phone at the age of 5. He gave me a BlackBerry first. Then he gave me iPhone 5, then 6, then 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's how my dad kept me interested, because I'll tell you why. In India, having phones at the age of 5, 6 was very bad. Like parents used to give their children phone once they cross 18.
Yeah. Oh, I was just wondering.
Yeah. So once they cross 18, and I got it when I was in 4th or 5th standard. My mom was a bit against it, but my dad used to give me all these electronic items because he used to see that I'm not doing anything bad with it. You know, right, what I'm talking about. What would a teenager do if he gets a phone, if he gets a laptop? My dad, he saw me doing something. I'm just watching some good stuff on YouTube. I'm watching how to build muscle at the age of 9 and 10.
How to get abs in 5 minutes.
How to get abs in 5 minutes. So these stuff, so my dad never had a problem with that. And yeah, so that's how my dad plays a very big role for keeping me interested into these things. It can be like, as I said, cameras, mobiles, tripods, phones, projectors, theaters. How these things operate. I'm very much interested because these things run the business of entertainment, and I'm very much interested into it. I'm very much interested into digital things. Anything that is digital, doesn't matter if it's just media or communication, anything that is digital, anything related to electronics, I'm the guy you can ask anything for. And as he told, how do I edit the videos fast? There's a small story behind it. If you allow, I can.
Yeah, you can carry on.
Okay. So I'll just tell it to you. In 6th grade, I had a Canon 550D, very similar to this camera, guys. If any one of you knows about cameras. So I had a Canon 550D. It was very similar. It's a photography camera. It doesn't has a autofocus in the video mode. So I had that camera and I just started vlogging it. It was my dad's camera basically. So he stopped using it. So I had that Canon 550D and I just record the way you used to like you are recording right now. I used to record like this, like when I was in 6th grade. So I used to record. I used to check. Okay, this is so good. Okay. Then I got to know about YouTube because I had a phone since long age, and YouTube was uh, the place where I learned so many things apart from what parents teach us, apart from what family teaches us, like personality development, and yeah, coming to that part, mostly about electronics. YouTube is the place where I searched each and everything about electronics. I didn't go to a school or college to learn about those things. So that's how it all built it up. And in 6th grade, I opened a YouTube channel called Deepak Vlogs. Casual name. And that was like 2015. And
Way ahead of your time.
I was, I was like Deepak Vlogs. And in India, it was not a common thing. I bought that tripod, which, the smaller one. It's 2015. Okay. And I used to vlog, and people around me were like, "What is this guy doing, bro?
Crazy. Yeah.
What is this? Is he carrying a bomb or something?" So this is not at all common. And since then, I learned how to take the memory card out. I put it into the laptop. I started doing some stuff, and I have the muscle memory. I know where to put a cut, how fast to put a cut. I learn all the shortcuts, and it all adds up with the years of experience. So these are the answers for your question, like how do I edit fast and all that.
Yeah. Before you continue, let me just check if you're still rolling. Yeah. Okay. We are doing good. We are doing good. So let me just cut it and then. We are back. So yeah, you were talking about your interests and you're talking about engineering. Engineering is a field that I'm also very passionate about, and I also do engineering, but I do civil engineering. It's different from mechatronics fundamentally, but I say the principles of being an engineer are the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Like from a metacognitive standpoint, I'd say the principles of being an engineer are the same, although we are in different fields fundamentally. Yeah. I also had a liking for electronics. After I finished high school.
I can see that.
Yeah, right after I finished high school, like I used to intern at this place called Gearbox. It's in Nairobi industrial area. So they basically just deal with electronics and stuff like that. So I interned there for a couple of months, like 2 months. I got to learn a lot about microcontrollers and how to just code, basically, just create very basic programs that can make some electronic components do things like blinking LEDs and stuff. To me, it was fascinating because you can see, you got to see how these complex systems are built by using very very easy principles of physics. You're doing something at a very small scale. You're prototyping using breadboards and stuff like that, but you can see how that can be scaled up into a very complex thing. And for me, it was really interesting. But I am now venturing into civil engineering. That's a whole different field. But anyways, you're very passionate about engineering. Can I ask? I feel like at one point, if you're a kid, Iron Man inspired you to want to do engineering. Was it the same for you, like watching Iron Man films and being like, I want to be an engineer so that I can do cool shit like that?
I used to think that an engineer designs a car, engineer designs a building, engineer designs the interior of the building. What else does an engineer do? They make electronic items, they assemble electronic items. I was like, as a child, you asked me the question, right? As a child, I was like, okay, if I study all these things, I can create something that I can sit in and fly. It's like cool shit, bro. It's cool, right? So I'll show my friends. Okay, I've become an engineer, but I do this. But the reality is
Yeah, it's not that.
far
Far away
different.
from that.
At least for current generation and this world, we have what does an engineer go through? Other than the path that he's very passionate about like really he wants to create a rocket. He really wants to create a rocket. He's daily researching on it. Other than that, what do engineers do? Assignments, notes, attendance.
Don't get me started, man.
Yeah. So it's a lot of things to tell about engineering. It's way away from the reality that movies show. That engineer, he's doing something with the in the air with digital stuff. With the, it's very different from that. It's not like that. You have to follow the old principles that our ancestors have been doing it throughout uh, the journey of institutions. We are following the same thing right now. There are changes in the syllabus, maybe. That's it. But notes, assignments, attendance, you have to do it everything. So it's really your question is way far from answering it as a perspective from a child. Very different and difficult.
Yeah, like he's answered it perfectly. You know, like a lot of people think that engineering is this just cool thing that you do immediately. Like when you get into it, you'll be able to create cool stuff immediately. You will and you can, and it's like magic when you do it. But it's not like in the movies where you see holograms and people doing things like this, and then they are typing so fast, and then I don't know some.
They just code for like 1 minute and the car is ready.
The car is ready. It's not like that. It's not like that. Yeah, like first of all, before you even get to like before you get to build things that are of significance or useful stuff, like you'll need to learn a lot of stuff first. Initially, you need to learn how to maybe code, how these things work, and you'll need to learn from first principles, like from the very
Basics
basic,
first.
the basics first.
If you're not at all, if you still don't know what sine theta into cos theta is, if you still don't know tan theta is perpendicular by base, if you don't know these things, it's better you get out of engineering. You'll be in a safe zone. Just take some arts or something. You'll be in a safe zone. If you still don't know what sine theta is and you're still planning to join engineering just for the sake that you think you might create cars and all that, but guys, it's not like how you see in the movies that first the child was a bad student and he continues to make a car company. It doesn't work like that. You need to know the basics. That's the reality, bro. How the way they show it in the media, it's way different. If a person doesn't know what sine theta is, there's no possibility that he'll make a car.
Yeah.
That's way away. It's only in the movies. It's only in the movies. So basics are, as you're a civil engineering, as you're studying civil engineering, let me tell you, in your way, we make the foundation first, and then the building, right? So it's the same thing. You have to study the basics first. If you're good in the basics, as he told, you'll be able to learn things faster. If you're able to learn things faster, be passionate about it, and then you can create things. Like I'm studying mechatronics engineering, right? So here we were given a project to research everything about an engine. What are the basics? Can I just tell in just a minute?
You can just hold them.
Basics. And because even he is an engineer, we have some common chapters too. So let's talk about an engine. Piston. The piston goes up and down. You have a fuel injector. You have a spark plug. You have a crank. You have the crank rod. So if you know these terms, then learning any engine would be so easy. Anything you want to, even I want to learn from you. Anything you know about, can you teach me about civil? Anything.
Okay.
Anything.
I'll just bounce off what you said. So we were talking about learning from basic principles, first principles. Because when I was in high school, like my physics teacher did a lot of work to ensure that we learn physics from the point of first principles. So like I got a very solid foundation when I was getting into engineering. Like it wasn't hard for me to pick it up. Yeah, so for engineering, you have to learn things from the most basic level, and if you give yourself a good foundation, it will be easier for you to build a structure on top. Because I do civil, when you're building a structure, a house, you have to build the foundation first, as he said. And you have to build a good foundation, a strong foundation, and your foundation needs to rest like on a surface that can carry whatever you're building. So the wise man built his house upon the rock, if you know that adage from the Bible. So don't build your foundation upon the sand, it will fall down. So build a strong foundation first upon a very solid base, and then you can just build on top of it very fast. once you get the foundation. I feel like we talked about it. So for civil engineering, for us, we don't deal with machines and stuff like that. We mostly learn about structures and how to build structures with structural integrity. Basically,
Most of the work that somehow you're contributing to the society.
yeah.
Somehow.
Not somehow. We are
Most
largely,
engineers.
largely, because civil.
Somehow largely.
Yeah, because civil means public.
Yes.
So like we're engineering stuff for the public, because buildings, civil engineers, roads,
Bridges.
civil engineers, bridges, civil engineers, monuments, civil engineers, water pipes, piping,
And-
water systems, drainage, civil engineers.
And what's the speciality about it is, why is it the like how mechanical, civil, and these things are the main engineering branches? Is because once they make the road, to maintain them, we need civil engineers because they have the knowledge. If you make the road, if there's a tsunami which gets damaged, you need to call a civil engineer to repair it again, right? They have like, see, if you're making a thing to repair it for the service and maintenance, again a civil engineer is required.
Yeah. So all these structures that are used by the public are built by civil engineers. Even like the drainage system, like the what you get water in your house through like the pipes. Civil engineers design these pipe networks across cities, and they lay them. So like almost everything is built by civil engineers. Yeah. So like they play a very crucial role in everyone's life. And it's very underrated. Yeah, what I'd say is civil engineering is not the mainstream engineering. Like, it's not what people would think. Like, once you do it, because you're dealing with like materials, you're doing concrete and yeah.
Any person should never think bad about any engineer. He's somehow contributing into your life, bro. Mechanical, you won't have a car. Civil, you won't have a shelter.
And you know what?
Electronics, you won't have digital things. How will you charge your phone? How will you use stuff? So, defaming engineers is very easy, Their work, they do so much stuff and all that. And you say like marketing is very easy, business is very easy. No, brother. Experience 1 year of engineering, and then I guess you should keep any statement on engineers.
But yeah, and again, a point I'd like to say is we also work in synergy together. Like, once an engineer builds a structure, it's a skeleton. So also like mechatronics, mechanical engineers, electrical engineers come in to complete the thing. Like, an engineer can design the lift core and make sure that it's built, but a mechatronics engineer will have to now come and implement the lift system and how it will work. An electrical guy will now come and make sure that wirings, everything is okay. You see, so like we also work in synergy. Like, no one can just work in isolation. So like every field is important
And connected somehow.
and connected somehow, some way, somehow. Yeah.
They got, and if any any engineer is watching this video, they might relate with us. Not might, I guess they are relating with us. And the non-engineers, I hope you got an insight of what we are trying to tell. So if you have any of your brothers, sisters, or maybe if your parents are engineers, just ask them how was their engineering life, and then you will understand what an engineer goes through and how it feels when someone defames engineers. Like, you guys do so much of work, you study about concrete, you study about machines. That's not something that you defame. If you are defaming us, that means you don't use the building. It's built by a civil engineer. Don't use a camera. Don't use cars. It is built by engineers. So defaming, because that's what's happening recently. Because of the digitalization, people think that marketing and all these branches are way more superior to engineering. No. Don't even think that. Because I have very precise answers and logical answers. So if you are keeping a debate, engineers versus commerce and all that, you can't win with me, brother.
Okay. I feel like I have a hot take, and I want to like expound on that conversation. Like, I'm an engineer, I do engineering, I love engineering. But like, once I got out of that engineering bubble and got into stuff like ISEC, we'll talk about ISEC in a bit. But once I started doing other things not related to engineering, I started, I started seeing things in a different way. Because as much as you're doing engineering and you're slandering marketing people, you're also doing marketing. You're vlogging, you're creating content and stuff. Like
I'm an ISECer. I'm an ISECer. Sorry, I forgot to mention that in my introduction, but I'm an ISECer too. I was an ISECer. I've just completed the term and I came to this internship, but I'm not in ISEC anymore officially.
yeah. So like as much as like we are talking about this, personally, I feel like people who do engineering or us, sometimes you're so lost in the source and you're doing a thing, and you get disconnected. It's true that engineering from a technical standpoint is very difficult because you need to learn a lot of things. You need to learn a lot of softwares and stuff, more than the average college student who does any other course. It's true, but on the other hand, I also feel like the world, how the world works, like people who have like social skills and have developed this. Let me just express my thought. So people who have developed their soft skills to a great extent know how to navigate life and know how to get more opportunities, and some of them have leveraged their soft skills to even become better earners than engineers. But I feel like engineers usually get lost in the sauce because it's technical and you feel superior to other people, but in real sense you'll find that maybe you're not even earning as much as someone who does marketing or any other thing, or any other thing that is way simpler than engineering. Like, what do you think about it? Do you think that engineers get lost in the sauce and they just start being yeah
So I was waiting for this question. I was waiting for this question, and I have such a beautiful answer that I'm not supporting engineering or marketing in a different way. I'll just support both the courses in such a beautiful way that you guys will understand. I'll make it simple. So simple that I'll just tell you. I'm designing a car. He's designing a building. How do I sell my car?
you need marketing.
I need marketing. How do you sell flats of your building?
You need marketing.
You need marketing.
Salespeople's, realtors.
And what has happened due to digitalization is marketer, like the people who are marketing our products are earning more than us. And this is a very difficult situation for engineers. Very difficult situation for engineers. But someone who's passionate for engineering would never mind the salary or the paycheck that they are receiving. Because if they would mind that, we wouldn't have so many things in the world. They're just passionate about it. They just keep working like mentals. They don't have 24 hours in their clock. They have so many hours. They just keep working. We have so many examples. So many examples. Albert Einstein, if he wouldn't create those equations, physics wouldn't be an interesting subject to learn. So that's what I'm telling, that marketing is important. But the topic of the debate in which I'll win is, which is more difficult. I'll win in that part. But which is providing you an easy and a better way of living, I may lose.
Yeah.
I may lose. I can't just blindly support the fact that engineers are being paid less, but they are superior. I can't just support that. I just can't support that. So that was the answer. I hope they would have understood.
For me, what I think is,
Did you understand?
yeah, if you're doing engineering or any other technical course, medicine, I know it's easy to get lost in that source and just work all day and study and do all these things, take tests and assignments and all. My advice is just touch grass, go talk to people. Also, try venture into these other fields, develop your soft skills, and yeah, because they're really essential. And now just get a different perspective on things, because when you get cramped up, you're just going about your business. You don't really see the world from a bird's eye view, because you're just doing whatever you know, and you're concentrating on learning all these things. But what's important at the end of the day is is like that connecting with people and having a broader perspective. And I feel like that way you can even create better products for the people, and you can be even a better engineer because you'll know how to communicate with people and you'll understand their problems better, because an engineer is a problem solver at the end of the day. So I'd say also just diversify, get out of that bubble, and just get to see what other people do.
Yes.
Yeah, and don't discriminate other people. Like, don't have a superiority complex. You know, like you're better than others. I'd say just keep it humble.
There's
Yeah.
always a bigger fish in the sea.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but anyways, we've talked about engineering. We've covered it.
Talked about studies a lot.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
Move to the chill part.
Yeah, yeah. Let's now move on to the next conversation. So we've been throwing the word.
You can just cut here
Okay.
because I think the time.
Yeah. Okay. Now we are back. You know, we've been spewing the word Isaac around. You know, we just be saying Isaac, EP, volunteering. Yeah, but you know, like I know some of you don't know what that is. Yeah, so I'd like Deepak to break it down. So there's someone who's watching this. They've never heard about Isaac. They don't know what these abbreviations mean, EP, whatever, volunteering. Yeah, they don't even know what we are doing in this country, in this lovely country, Egypt.
I think we are on a trip.
Yeah, they might think we're just, you know, like on a trip, just chilling. Yeah, we're just chilling, but we're also doing other things, productive things. Yeah, but anyways, could you just break it down, like break everything down very simply so that even a child can understand?
Oh. For a child. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I guess you are hearing the word Isaac so many times. So I'll just tell you how it is spelled first of all. It's all in capital letters and it is spelled as AIESEC. So it's called Isaac and it's a worldwide youth run organization. People like us from 18 to 25 years of age run this organization. And basically what we do is for the most basic understanding, not too into deep, we make people go to foreign countries to show their talents, skills, or if they have none, they can upskill
Yeah.
to learn skills. So this is what basically we do. But other than the part who can understand some terms very easily, for them, inside ISEC, we have marketing, we have business development, we have people who send people to different countries, and we have people who receive people into their countries. So this is what ISEC does. And right now in India, it is a part of Tata Group, which is the biggest group in India. Yeah, it's a part of Tata Group right now, ISEC in India. Okay, and so yeah, it's a great organization. But please do only join if you are fully ready to give your time and dedication to ISEC, because I'm the kind of person, if I'm not able to give 100% into any organization, I don't feel like staying there, because I like to do my best in everything. That's the kind of person I am. If I'm full of energy all the time, and if I'm not able to give 100% into my work, I don't feel like joining the organization. And I left, my term my term was completed, and the only reason I left it because my dad was taking me into his business also, and engineering. So if I'm not able to give time to ISEC, I don't like to stay not only in ISEC but any other organization. For example, gym. If I've started it, I've paid for like 1 year, and if I'm just going for a month, and after that I'm like, who will go to the gym? My body is aching, my body is this, my body is that, my knees are paining. No. Then I'm not the guy who does all these things. If I'm there in an organization, I would like to give the 100%. So yeah, and this was about ISEC and why should you join? So many things. Upskilling, networking. I've literally, my YouTube channel has skyrocketed because ISEC alone gave me like 100 subscribers, bro.
Real.
People.
All of us
Yeah,
subscribe to your channel.
And you get to know, other than your family, other than your friends, there are so many people in the world.
Yeah.
In ISEC, I got to know different minds of people. So, but you can just drop a link in the description, isec.org, and I think you can just check it out there.
So that was a very beautiful explanation about ISEC. So what ISEC is, what we do, and why we do it.
You can also just tell them the same thing, like how it works in Kenya.
It's pretty much the same, like whatever he said, like everything he has explained, that's how it works. That's the way we also do things in Kenya. Yeah, so for me,
Tell us about ourselves.
Okay, okay.
What are we? IPs.
Okay. Anyways, now to just shine more light on that, I'd say why, because he said what is Isaac and why Isaac does what it does and how they do it, volunteering and all that stuff, going to other countries abroad. Like there's also the membership side, and he's talked about it also, where you get to work in a department, whether business development, marketing, finance, So when you're working in those departments, it's like you're working in a corporate setting, because basically you're running this organization, this business that's supposed to take people to other countries and also receive people to your country. So like you work in synergy to make sure that these exchanges are happening. So it's like a very good introduction into like the corporate world and sales and marketing and all these things.
Yes, sales and marketing.
Yeah.
Sales and marketing as an engineer. When I stepped into it first, I was like, I don't want to do it, bro. I'm an engineer. How do I talk to people and market? The first call I made to someone to apply for OGT. I was like, hello. And they're like, hello. I went blank. I was like, shit. In engineering, I've never done this. How to do? So, like, that's what I'm telling. Engineering is not the only thing. If someone asks you to introduce yourself, and if you're like, my name is I do this if you do this, you will just you even an engineer, like no one will hire you as an engineer. That's not the only thing. That's your academic part. That's your mind. But what about the other skills? These are so important that makes a man perfect. Actually, and you need this in ISEC. You'll be exposed to a place where you cannot be an introvert.
Yeah.
That's what I felt.
That's very true. That's very true. For a second there, I just forgot my train of thought. What were we talking about? Isaac, yeah, like those are a point I wanted to pass across. Just what you said, but it slipped my mind. But anyways,
Soft skills?
Yeah, soft skills. Let's just start from there. I think I'll just remember, and then I'll explain what I wanted to say. But anyways, so basically you get to work in a department, and now you get to upskill and learn new skills, and you get to be introduced into a whole other world, a whole different paradigm of working. It's like a very good introduction into like the world and into the workspace. Where like whatever you do has consequences, but it's also a bit forgiving. Like it's very graceful. Like you can make mistakes, just don't make them deliberately, but you are allowed to make mistakes so that you can learn and grow as a person. So it's very forgiving, it's very graceful, and you get to learn a lot. So you get to build like a lot of soft skills and even hard skills. Like for me right now, I'm in business development. So what we do is we usually try to make partnerships with different countries. Like he said that Isaac has a partnership with Tata. Tata is also a big company in Kenya. Yeah, like a lot of tippers that are used in constructions. The big lorries that carry quarry dust, gravel, all steel, reinforcement, steel. Yeah. Yeah. So like, we have a lot of those in Kenya, and I think if you live in Kenya, if you live in Nairobi, you've seen a tipper, a Tata tipper. So it's very interesting to hear that Isaac has a partnership with Tata. Yeah. So like what we do is we make partnerships with different companies, organizations. Yeah. And because you can't really. Once you get into like an organization and you're working for them, you realize that your goal is really big, and you can't just work alone to achieve that goal. Like you need teamwork, you need support from other organizations. So like that's what we try to do. We also try to help those organizations grow themselves as they help us grow ourselves. So like he said, the first time he did a cold call to someone. OGT is basically outgoing talent. Basically you're picking up the phone, you're calling someone, and you're trying to tell them why they should go abroad and intern.
It'll be very random.
Yeah. So like it's very hard. It's actually very hard because I've also done so many cold calls. Like you usually go to a company's website, find their number, do a cold call, and once they receive the phone, you're like, what should I say? Like, what should I say? Yeah. So but now I think I'm used to it. So like I usually just introduce myself, say hi to them, just like try to get to know how they're doing, for like a calm 10 seconds, 20 seconds, just to gauge their mood, and then just tell them whatever I want to tell them and see where the conversation goes. If they're receptive, I can now draft a proposal. Proposal writing is something that I've learned in Isaac.
Yeah.
So you create a proposal. You tell them what you want from them and what you can offer, because you're trying to create a relationship, a mutually beneficial relationship. You're just not taking, you're also giving something.
Yeah, you do so many things.
Yeah, so like you create a proposal, and then now you start negotiating. You have several meetings with these people, with our marketing team, with our finance team. See if what you want from them is feasible, and they can also ask questions about your organization and what you can offer them, and they can also see like the feasibility of whatever you are saying you can provide. So you're basically negotiating your value for money or for any other service that they offer, and you're also offering your services to them. And through that process, you get to learn a lot. You become more confident. You start speaking better and articulating yourself better. You learn how to negotiate, and then closing deals. Now the final stage. Once you've negotiated, now putting pen to paper, signing contracts.
Yes.
And then after that, ensuring that you're having a beneficial relationship. Like whatever is in the contract, your deliverables, you're working on them. You're constantly doing them, and you're ensuring that they are satisfied, and you're also holding them accountable to do the things that they are obligated to do as per the contract and as per your negotiations. So you get to learn a lot. That's my side. But on the exchange side, EPs are basically exchange participants. So
EP.
once you go onto isaac.org and apply for a volunteering program or an internship program abroad, you become an EP. So global volunteering is basically you just going abroad and volunteering your services. You're not being paid. There's no stipend. There's no remuneration. There's no compensation. You're volunteering. Global volunteering. You're doing things essentially for free. Yeah, so like you have to like cater for your upkeep and your stay, and there are some expenses here and there. I don't think this is the platform to break that down. I think more information will be provided accordingly
After we complete
after you complete it. But yeah, basically you're going abroad to volunteer, and you're volunteering under the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs) by the UN. Yeah, so for us, we are volunteering under SDG 8. That's decent work and economic growth. Our opportunity is called On the Map. So with On the Map, we get to go to different places around the country. Right now we're in Egypt. We get to film, we get to take photos, and then we get to create marketing strategies for a travel company. Right now we're working with Safarni. So we now post a lot of content, stories, reels,
this video as well, some or the other way.
Yeah. So like even this video, so we are creating content for them, so that they can, like grow their tourist numbers. They can grow so that we can increase the amount of tourists that will come here through ISEC or through any other organizations. And like by tourists coming to this country, they'll spend their hard-earned money that they earned from their country, so they get to gain foreign exchange. And through that, the locals here get to earn money through the whole value chain.
Yes.
So the travel company earns money. The person who sells food right down the street earns money. The government earns money through taxes. They don't have bartenders here. Yeah. So like flights, like across that value chain, everyone benefits. So like the more people come here, like the more the country.
Right?
Yeah,
Correct.
you see.
It can be right. We have come to an exchange.
Yeah.
Obviously, there are a few bad things that I've already spoken in my vlog.
Yeah.
But people are still in the comments. My comments, like I get very less, but I get 6 to 7 comments daily on the videos. And my video Bangalore to Cairo, and then day 1 and day 2, because after that I did not have internet to upload. I've complained so much about accommodation. I've just complained, but people are like, okay, that's fine, that's acceptable. But because, you know, why they are fine with it? Because they won't come as an EPs. They will maybe tell their parents, okay, Deepak has gone and Jabez is there, and but they're at the beaches, they're enjoying the safari, they're doing so many things. They won't come as an EP, right? They're not going to stay for 45 days. They'll check the places out, they'll roam, ends up benefiting Safari. So that's how I just secretly told you about the project we are on.
Yeah. So we were talking about that, and I was telling you about the opportunity that we are doing and what we are involved in. And for me, I'd say it's global volunteering. So like, not everything is perfect. And then again, remember, he said ISEC is run by 18 to 25-year-olds. It's actually 18 to 30-year-olds. But remember, like, I can give them some grace because like, these are kids who are running a whole organization and they're volunteering. They're not being paid. They're not professionals. So like, obviously, like, the problems are inevitable. They are inevitable. Yeah, but I'd say like they're doing a good job.
Yep.
Yeah, like for 18 to 20-year-old, like 18-year-old kids doing this, like ensuring that I come from a country to he's 18, to come to Egypt and have this whole experience. I'd say they're doing a remarkable job. It won't be perfect because like, they're not being paid. That, like, they're volunteering. People get tired, they get burnt out. So I can give them some grace to some extent because I understand. Like, they're not professionals.
Just get to respect.
Yeah. Like, they didn't study hospitality and all that. Like, they didn't go to college for this. Like, they're just trying to also like grow themselves.
Get a new experience.
So like, for that I can give them some grace. But some things, like, but okay, we won't focus so much on that. Our problems, we'll talk about them some other time. So I was talking about global volunteering. So in global volunteering, there are also other opportunities under the SDGs. So we have many SDGs, like SDG 1 is zero poverty. SDG 2, clean water and sanitation. I don't think so. I don't know. SDG 3 is...
not understand what you're telling.
SDG 3 is good health and well-being. SDG 4, quality education. So SDGs are sustainable development goals. So these were goals set by the UN around in 2015 there. And they expected, they set these goals and they wanted to achieve these goals by 2030. And they believe that by achieving these goals, like, we'll finally have peace and fulfillment for everyone in the world. So once we achieve food security, once people start going to school and the large, like, everyone is literate, once everyone has access to clean water.
There's no radicalization.
Yeah, there's no
racism. There's no casteism. So this is what the basic SDGs is. ISEC given the the part to fulfill these things.
Basically, yeah. So like, ISEC is an SDG aligned organization. So SDGs created by UN. I think now you get the gist of what global volunteering is. And then global talent, OGT, OGV, IGT. So global talent is basically you're going to another country to intern. Now here,
You're getting paid a bit.
you're getting paid.
Depends,
It depends on the opportunity and where you're going and the opportunity provider or the organization that you'll be working with. So, like, here you have the liberty to maybe choose where you want to work. But since you're going to intern, you need to be competent and you need to have these hard skills. You need, so like, the going for OGT, going for global talent is a bit harder than global volunteering. Not a bit harder, it's way harder. Because, in volunteering, you're offering your services for free. Who can refuse free labor? Who can refuse free labor? No one.
No one.
But like, here, they're compensating you. They're giving you a stipend. There's remuneration involved. So once money is involved, they'd want the most competent person to do the job. So it's just like getting into the job market and getting a regular internship. So like, the screening will be harder. They'll want to ascertain that like, you're competent in whatever you've studied and whatever you say you know how to do. They'd want to know that you're proficient with the language. So a lot goes into global talent now. So for this, I think the target market is mostly people who have graduated.
Yes.
And you have like some certifications here and there, and you have the soft skills and interviewing skills and professionalism. Yeah, because people, if you don't have interview skills, you won't get to show your competence in whatever you're doing. You might be the best engineer, you know how to use all the software, all these CAD softwares, you know how to use it, but you can't express yourself. So they'll just catch you out at the very first screening stage. So it's it's a lot harder to.
It's like, it's like if a child knows ABCD.
Yeah.
Okay. If it's I'm just replicating it. If a child knows ABCD, and if he's asked somewhere in front of like 50 people to tell ABCD, if he's not able to tell, what's the use? So if suppose I'm a teacher, and maybe I'm not that knowledgeable, but I can teach children from A to Z, and maybe there's a person who's way more superior to me in knowledge and brains, but if he's not able to teach the children ABCD, and me being less superior in terms of knowledge and the amount of information that he has, but I'm able to teach kids ABCD.
Okay, so chat. We are now rolling onto the last segment.
And it is all, let's keep it all chill. It is all about fitness and life.
Okay.
Chill life.
Okay.
What we did in our,
Just hold it.
as a childhood and all that. Okay, so to let you know, I'm a big fitness freak and you might have seen me exercising in the accommodation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing this.
Okay, that's just a habit of every gym boy to, not to flex in front of others, but to just see, there's a mirror, to just check.
No, he flexes in front of everyone, especially when the girls are there. You find this guy is like showing his back. And then he's shirtless. And then he's shirtless, and then he's just doing this.
No, but that's not a flex because I'm very fat right now. So why would I flex my fat? Yeah, but it's true. Whatever you told me, it's just it's true. So if you hit the gym, if you got some muscles, obviously. So let's talk about how health plays an important. It's not just about gym and all that stuff. Obviously, we'll keep it very fun. But now I would like to interview my friend, and it's all unscripted and raw, completely raw. Yeah. So it's gonna be very fun, not deep into the types of conversations that usually other gym rats have, like diet, healthy food. You guys know what to eat, what not to eat to gain muscles. It's all just chill. I'll just be his interviewer now, and now I'll ask you questions, bro. Why you do not want to kind of build muscles or something? This is just my questions, guys, because I'm his interviewer now.
Okay, for me, I'd say I'd want to. For me, it's more of a time issue. But okay, for me,
If you were given 2 hours extra in a day, would you hit the gym?
okay, let me just express this thought.
Okay.
So for me, like I'd wanna. I don't think I'd wanna go to the gym actually. Like,
Yeah,
for me,
that's
I prefer being fit, like physically fit. Like I don't mind not having like really huge muscles. Like for me, I'm prioritizing like functionality over aesthetics. Like, why should I have big muscles? Like, do they help me do anything better? Maybe, yeah. Like
Maybe
for me, yeah.
in real life, very rarely.
Yeah,
Anything better.
Yeah. I don't think I need to kill a bear. Okay, let me hope that I won't find myself in that predicament. But anyways, I don't see the need of me bulking up and becoming a huge guy. Pause. So like I prefer to keep myself fit. So like I do like running. I like running. I play a lot of football. So and like football is very physically demanding.
Yes.
Yeah,
Endurance.
like, endurance, yeah. So like I play football and I like such stuff,
Got
So I don't really, I'm not against exercising, but for me, I don't.
Maybe you don't like weightlifting.
Yeah, yeah, and personally, if I were to go to the gym, I'd prefer calisthenics over weightlifting. I just don't
Great.
Like, yeah, I don't like weightlifting. So like for the longest time, I've been wanting to do calisthenics, but like. I don't trust myself to do it alone, so I've been wanting to go to a gym. But the problem is the time issue. We've been talking about engineering and ISEC and all, so like it's a bit hard because once you incorporate gym in your life, it's not just 2 hours of a day.
Yeah.
It changes your whole lifestyle.
lifestyle, yeah.
Like you have to accommodate it in some way, like whatever, how you eat, how you sleep, how you
integrate it.
Yeah, so you need to integrate it into your life, and it's a huge shift. So right now, I haven't been having the time to do that. But if I were to go to the gym, I'd want to do calisthenics.
Okay. So what he told, I swear to God, I loved it. I loved this answer. I love these kinds of answers because usually when I ask people such, like I'll come to that. Usually when I ask people such questions, they'll be like, I'm just trying to show off.
Yeah.
Buddy, understand my question. It's not like just because I have gained some muscles and I'm asking the other person, why don't you like gym? I'm not trying to degrade or defame him. Guys, just look at him. He gave such a beautiful answer without being offensive, without being angry. Because that's not the. I like to know about people. I like to, and we are icebreakers, dude. We need to build connection, and he's already my bestie. So I just wanted to know, why don't you go? But when I ask people other questions, they're like, oh, just because you got muscles, how can you ask me? That's not you respect. I'm just asking you in a respectful way. Why don't you? Like, obviously, so for 90% of the people, it's a timing issue, right? So also, health it plays a very good, important role in our life. You know what? If you're like very unhealthy or something, you know the way we are exploring right now, it'd be like, if you do not have good lung capacity, you know, when you do running, your lung capacity increases. When you're lifting weights, when the muscle increases, more of oxygen is, being held into your muscles. You feel good. When you're feeling good, your mind is good. So all of these things, why I'm telling about health and fitness so much is because it affects your mental health. When you know that you're able to swim, when you know you're able to climb stuff fast, you know you're active, you know your body is functioning well. When all your organs and everything is functioning well, it eventually helps your mind to function well. And this is a truth that fitness and physical, any kind of training, as you told, calisthenics or weightlifting, it actually helps your mental health. So that is the reason I just want to share this part of, health and fitness to the people, so that it's not like they just keep sitting. And due to digitalization, you know how much of amount of screen time people consume. Do you know?
Yeah,
It's just changed. Out of 24 hours, 10 hours is the screen time. So I'm really very against it, to be honest. I prefer, like, why are you just sitting, bro? Just go do something. So this is because it helps. If you don't want to live for a long time, it's a different part. I do want to live for long, and I want to keep myself healthy. I don't want any medical issues. Medical issues is a really great problem. If you're not earning, medical issues will eventually affect your parents. And even if you're earning, medical issues are the most worst cases in the human history. Medical cases. So that's the reason I just want to share my health and fitness. And I guess our man has covered all the important topics. So how would you?
Yeah. So, like, I usually, like you're saying, the way exercising is important for your mental health. I feel like there's usually that feel good feeling after you've worked out, after you've run, after you've played football, after you've swum, after weightlifting. I haven't really I've never done that, but there's that feeling that you get, like a dopamine injection after you do it. You know, during the moment it's tough, but after, when you're just recovering, when you're sat down, you're probably eating after you've showered, have had like an ice bath or something, it feels really good, really good, really good.
That is what I'm talking. Every human needs that. Our ancestors were warriors. They ate good food, they slept, and they fought. And that's how we need to follow. That's how human body continues. And before ending, just one thing.
It's okay, you can continue.
No, very small question. What do you think? This is the last question, because there's nothing much, way beyond this to discuss, as we have just met for 7 days. As boys and as real, just keep it raw for like just 5 minutes. Just tell it out.
What do you want to, like,
Just
you have a specific...
what perspective of yours in this generation, youth generation, as you know, the amount of screen time going to these things is getting worsened, and just your opinion, good and bad. I don't mind if you can be chill and.
Okay, for me, I'd say it's just bad. Like
And why? Okay. So now my question is why? Because he gave the answer, it's bad. Why?
Why? I'd say
You just chill out. You can be raw. It's no issues.
pause again. I'd say I don't think there's anything beneficial to gain from it.
If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
I don't know. I just saw a random video by this YouTuber and psychologist. His YouTube channel is called Healthy Gamer GG. He's an Indian guy. Do you know him? Yeah, I think he's Dr. Khan or something. I don't know. Yeah, but he was just a random video scrolling through YouTube shorts, and he was saying how people who consume pornography or people who are lustful can't. No, he was talking about the negative effects of consuming all that and being lustful, and he was like, lustful people don't know how to endure tough situations because they're just about
all over the day.
yeah, lust all over the day and instant gratification. So like they can't fast, they can't like they can't experience any inconveniences. They're just really difficult people to deal with.
Very weak interaction with women.
Yeah, and they're generally just very difficult people to deal with. And in life there are so many inconveniences. There are times that you'll have to wait for something. There are times that you'll maybe have to fast, not even voluntarily, like because of I don't know whatever issues or something. And people who are lustful and people who consume this stuff don't have that capacity to endure tough times. So
He's giving all my answers.
so it's like it's not beneficial at all. If I were to give a short answer, it's not beneficial. And then it also makes you it makes your interaction with women very bad, because I feel like for me personally, I've had a lot of good romantic relationships with with the people that I was involved with, with the women that I was involved with, when my mind was clear, and I just had like simple conversations with them, just asking them about how their day was, not fetishizing, not trying to sexualize everything. Just having a normal conversation. Like just talking about life, talking about the political and economic status of the world, talking about travel, talking about whatever topics, whatever is trending, whatever. I feel like that way you even get better interaction with women, because a lot of people you look at these things and they fetishize these women, and like they want these women in life, but they don't even have the confidence to walk up to. So it's not good for you. So I'd say for me, just cut that shit out, man. Like touch grass, breathe air, go swim, go in the sunlight, talk to people, sit down, have a conversation with someone.
Talk to girl also. Fine.
Yeah, talk to girls.
Just humans.
They're just humans at the end of the day. Like they're not special. Like, don't pedestalize them, bro. Like just go have a chat with them, and it will be fine. Join Isaac. It will take time. It will occupy so much of your time. You won't even think about these things, and you'll meet so many people that you'll talk to,
You have conversation with women.
and you'll have conversations with women, and you'll stop doing whatever you're doing. Don't do that. But anyways. So, anyways, for me, that's a wrap. Just
And more podcasts are gonna come, and I don't know when, in which year or which generation or which millennial they are watching this video. But if you're watching, don't forget to subscribe. Please. You watch so much, and if you go without the subscribe, it's fine if you don't turn on the notification. You just search it when you want it. The subscription. That's it.
okay. Subscribe, follow me. I think I'm gonna post this on Spotify. Also, maybe other podcasting platforms. Apple Music. I don't know. Does Apple Music have a podcasting platform? I don't know. YouTube. I don't know. Well, wherever you listen to your podcast, I think I might upload it there. So just follow me on there. There's gonna be more of this in the future. Yeah. By the way, he's a YouTuber, a vlogger. I talked about how he edits so fast. So this guy has so many videos. Like he's been here for a week, but I think I don't know how many videos he's posted of Egypt. So many, and there's 7 vlogs, and the vlogs are like 20 minutes each, or even more. I don't know how he gets the strength to like record all these things and edit them in such a short time, and even like post them and publish them on YouTube. Yeah, so I think I'll just let him, like give himself a shout out so that you can know where you can reach him.
So my channel's name is Shred with Sharma. I made it on the purpose of fitness, but right now because of this trip, it's turned into a travel kind of thing, and meeting new people, and basically a little bit promoting ISEC, a little bit promoting Outgoing Global Volunteer, and most of it, it's 50% kind of thing. Like most of it, 50% goes to ISEC and 50% is my general life. So it's going on, and fitness videos obviously is the main content of my channel, and that's what people like to watch because my highest viewed video is about fitness. So yeah, people are liking my transformation. And yeah, looking forward to enjoy the 10 days that he has, and I'll miss him. I'll miss him so much. I'm gonna irritate him. I don't care about his boundaries. Okay, I don't care about his boundaries. I'm telling it on camera. I don't care about his boundaries. I'm gonna trouble him for the next 10 days.
Yeah, he should actually. Please don't invade people's personal space. Have boundaries, and it's a wrap.
No.